Hello students, today we are here with our worksheet number 29 from Directorate of Education, that is from your unit motion, and today we discuss about distance, displacement and speed. Gyan asked Jigyasa Didi, what is the importance of reference point in the motion and how distance is different from displacement? Okay, so firstly we know about the reference point. What is reference point? Gyan, we know that a linear motion. So student, in the last video we discussed about the linear motion. Do you remember? Okay, I will brief again. Linear motion means whenever any object travel in a straight line. It is the simplest type of motion. For example, walking of a boy. When a boy is walking on a road, straight road, it is a linear motion. Running of a car is running on a straight road, it is a linear motion. Okay students, it is the simplest type of motion. So to describe the position, we need to specify a reference point. At that reference point is called the origin. This reference point, student, decides whether the object is in motion or in the rest. For example student, if you are at the home and in the morning time you have to go to your school, so what is the reference point from where you start your journey to school? From home. So home is your reference point because from home you step out to go to the school. Okay, so your initial position is your home and final position is school. So home is our reference point, and reference point tell us you are in the motion or you are in the rest. So student, what is the distance? From home to school, the total path covered by a boy from home to school is known as the distance. Okay student, the length of the actual path traveled by an object is called distance. And what is the displacement? The shortest distance between the initial and the final position. What is displacement student? The shortest distance between the initial and final position is called the displacement. So here is an answer of your first question. What is the difference between distance and displacement? Okay, that is your first point. Actual path. For example, the picture is given onto your right hand side. There is a boy which start his journey from A and he have to reach its home. How? Firstly, he take a long path. He travels A to B and then B to C. So this is the total path student. This is the longest path. This is called distance. Okay, and when he travels by a short path from A to C, that is known as displacement. Okay, so what is the distance student? The length of the actual path traveled by an object. And what is displacement? The shortest path between the initial position and the final position. Second difference student, distance is a scalar quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity and displacement is a vector quantity. And the scalar quantity means it only tells about the magnitude, and vector quantity means it tells us about the directions also. And the third difference is distance is always positive, can't be zero, and displacement may be positive, may be negative and may be zero. So there are three differences student given up to you. You have to write three differences among distance and displacement. I think this is clear up to you. What is the distance? The total path covered by an object. It means the longest path. Okay. And what is the displacement? That shortest path between initial and final position. Distance is scalar because it doesn't tell about direction, and velocity is displacement is vector because it gives directions also. Distance can never be zero students and can never be negative, but displacement is negative, positive or zero, all the values. Okay, I think the difference is clear up to you. Let's move on to our next question of Gyan. Didi, what is speed and how it is calculated? So student, let's come with me, go through our Jigyasa Di to learn about speed. What is speed? Gyan, the distance covered by an object per unit time is known as speed and it is a scalar quantity. So student, what is speed? Whenever any object cover a particular distance in a particular time. For example, you have to go to a metro station and it is 2 kilometer away from your home and you travel it 2 kilometer in 20 minutes. Okay, so you have to cover a speed. What is speed? Distance upon time. Distance is given up to you and time is given up to you, that in how much time you can cover that distance. This depends upon your speed. So formula of speed is distance upon time and the unit is meter per second and it is a scalar quantity student. It means it only tells us about the magnitude, not the direction. Student, whenever any object move different distances and the different times, it means non-uniform motion, then we have to calculate the average speed. And what is the formula of average speed? Total distance covered upon total time. Okay student, and here there are different states of the object given up to you in the graphical form. First is the uniform motion. Whenever any object student travel in a straight line, means uniform motion, then it cover equal distance in the equal time. You can see here equal distance in the equal time. So the graph is here our straight line. For uniform motion it is straight line. Second, you have the graph when the object is at rest. So student, when the object is at rest, then the graph is are parallel to the x-axis. Both the axes are parallel here, x-axis and this. Okay, and third situation of non-uniform motion. So student, whenever non-uniform motion occur, our graph is in parabola shape like this. Okay, let's move to the exercise. Check yourself and myself also. First, differentiate between distance and displacement. This I cleared up into the first paragraph. So these are the 3 points and this is the difference among distance and displacement. Move on to our second question student. A car travels distance of 20 meter in 5 seconds and again the 20 meter in 3 seconds. What is the average speed? We have the formula of average speed students. This is the answer of second question. You have to write this formula and now we have to put the values here. Total distance covered. Total distance is 20 plus 20 divided by total time taken, that is 5 seconds plus 3 seconds. Here we get students 20 plus 20, 40 upon 8 and that is equal to our 5 meter per second. So this is the answer of your second question student. Car travels with an average speed of 5 meter per second. The third question, define speed and write its SI unit. So student, this is the answer of your third question, the definition of the speed and the unit, meter per second. And the last one question, in the graph given below 3 objects. So student, here a graph is given to you and in this graph we have to tell which object travel faster, A, C or B. So we can discuss in a graphical form student. Let's move with me. That is the graph student, distance upon time graph. I clear up to you that which object travel faster. If we take the object B and this is for the object C and finally this is for the object A. So student, by this you can easily tell me which object travel faster, that is A. Why A? Because A covers maximum distance in the minimum time. This is the minimum time taken by A to cover the maximum distance. So the answer of the fourth question is your A. Car A travels faster than B and C. Got it? Let's back to our worksheet student. I think by this worksheet everything is clear up to you about distance, about displacement, about speed. and about average speed and how can we do the exercise. Student, remember these graph of uniform motion, non-uniform motion, and rest time is very important for exam point of view. Okay, and difference between distance and displacement is also very important. So please do this worksheet with full concentration to score a good marks in your exam. And if you like that worksheet, share among your friend circle and subscribe our channel Learning Life to get more updates earlier. Thank you.